I may or may not have used Google Gemini to do all my research on these moves because there's too many of them. And they kind of hilariously titled these free agency moves. And they called Philly's move the Great Migration, saying it's been a quiet and somewhat painful 48 hours for Eagles fans. But Quinn, I'm going to let you go here. I'm going to let you take it away.
I did actually make a joke earlier today about great migration of moving all my stuff in our lab. But anyway, I won't get into that. But yeah, it's the only move we made was Jordan Davis.
We have some more breaking news. Not quite Max Crosby trade level exciting, but for the Eagles is pretty good. So we have gotten Tariq Woolen. We signed him to a 1-year deal worth a maximum of $15 million, so a lot of incentives. So if he does really well, he'll get that. But great contract for us. A 1 year, like I said, really exciting. He had a great few years before last year, but last year wasn't as good. 1 interception, 16 games, but certainly has great potential. And I mean, as cornerback too, he fixes a lot of problems. I mean, Adoree Jackson, not the guy, but I like Woolen filling in there. And not to mention DeJean in the middle, Quinyon Mitchell on the outside or the other edge. Crazy. Things are not going to be easy for passing on the Eagles this year. So, yeah, exciting. Go Birds.
We signed him to the extension, 3 years, 78 millions. 78 million. Pretty happy with it. Jordan Davis did a lot better last year. Years before, he was a little bit of a question mark. Couldn't really, wasn't a 3-down guy. He kind of got winded, but he really put work into getting skinnier and leaner. He did great. I mean, he had, I think, the fastest time for defensive tackle on a kick return, the highest speed, like 18.39 miles per hour on that Rams field goal block and touchdown. So I'm happy we got him locked in. I think he's a good stalwart on the defensive side, highest paid nose tackle in the league, I do believe, but or he was at the time of the signing. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm happy with that. Locking down him. Jalen Carter will be next at some point, hopefully this year, maybe. Which is why we aren't signing anyone else.
If he doesn't
But
crash
yeah,
any more cars.
yeah. Oh no, he's fine.
Just saying.
Fine. But yeah, we did some other little moves. Not really anything worth mentioning when we have so much else to talk about. I will, after this, talk a little bit about the compensatory picks because Eagles got the second, or were tied for the most picks they got, tied with the Ravens and Steelers. But anyway, like I said, I'll talk about that after this. But yeah, the main news for Eagles fans is departures, which is kind of sad. The one I was kind of most sad about was Reed Blankenship, our safety, going to the Texans. He got a deal with $24.8 million, 3-year, 2-year deal. But yeah, that's sad. I like Blankenship. He was part of the exciting whites of him and Cooper DeJean in the backfield. Yeah. That was fun. But yeah, Jalen Phillips, the big name. He went to Carolina for $120 million contract. I believe 80 or 90 million is guaranteed, which is crazy because I like the guy, but I wouldn't pay him that much. I mean, he's had 2 lower body injuries throughout his career. I don't think played a full season since his first year. Not to mention he medically retired from football in college before he came back. So to pay him 80 to 90 million guaranteed over 4 years, that's a lot. Carolina is a little bit silly for doing that, in my opinion. Especially because they could have done the same thing for Brian Burns, who they had in house, and that doesn't have the same history. But yeah, I want to keep Phillips, but not for that price. Jeez, holy crap. But yeah, and then Nakobe Dean, not surprising, he left, but he got signed to the Raiders for a 3-year deal, $36 million. What's funny is they also signed Quay Walker to the same deal, but I think worth a little more, which is kind of funny because with the Packers fans weren't a huge fan of Quay Walker, and then the Raiders are like, "Hey, you, Quay Walker! Oh, hey, you, Dean, come over here. We'll give you a lot of money." So, like I said, the Raiders are making moves. So, I like the Dean move. Quay Walker's a little more questionable, but while I'm on it, they also paid Tyler Lindenbaum, the center from the Ravens. They paid him a lot. I think I forget exactly. I
think
think
it
it's
was
around
worth it.
36. Yeah, because I mean,
He's
centers
one
are
of the best
important. As an
centers.
Eagles fan, I value centers, and especially trying
Yes.
to build around Mendoza, bring him in and a young rookie. You got to set a nice tone for the
What are you
team.
talking
So
about? They're going to trade their pick. Come on now.
yeah,
They ain't drafting Mendoza.
maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But anyway, so Raiders are doing stuff. What do you know? But yeah, and then sadly, Jahan Dotson um, is going to the Falcons on 2-year deal. I like Dotson. I hope he kind of gets a chance to shine. I think he's very good, like 2, maybe fringe wide receiver 1 if he gets the chance to play a lot. But he made some great catches. But wide receiver 3 position for us just doesn't really get that much play because we have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith as our 1 and 2.
For
And then
now.
not to
For
mention
now,
we have
AJ.
Goddard. Yeah, he's not leaving.
Stay tuned.
Goddard is going to leave, I think. All the rumors say that. So, but yeah. So yeah, a little painful watching all the guys go, but we expected this, and we can't pay everyone if we're not paying everyone with Jalen Phillips money. Like,
Well, with the whole Dean thing, it seems like Jahad Campbell's going to take the reins, and that makes sense. Didn't play a whole lot
yeah,
last year, so it seems like they're going to give him time to develop, and now it seems like they're going to see how he plays.
he was great. I'm very happy with that.